So Bitcoin after the previous video really got one more push towards the potential gain. Due to the huge bullish dissimilarity, we began shaping on a vital pointer. However, in this video, we will discuss our head and shoulders design, cost target, on the off chance that Bitcoin really sees a push towards the potential gain. What's more, additionally, we really want to discuss crazy hesitation that is presently happening on the Bitcoin cost. Be that as it may, above all else, what you will see yesterday, Bitcoin skipped at roughly $22,900, which was most certainly a vital and key level since this particular region, we got our greatest volume group or the mark of control. At the point when we hit the level in a real sense to the specific dollar exactness, we got one more push towards the potential gain. Why thus, since yesterday on Twitter, I really referenced that Bitcoin is framing a bullish uniqueness in light of the fact that many individuals were truly selling at this particular region. However, we actually began making a madly high or low bullish dissimilarity on the CVD marker. Bullish sign, and we absolutely got one more push towards the potential gain. On the piece involved. Presently, many individuals yesterday, as I would like to think, began focusing on this definite psi-even triangle. Furthermore, obviously, what you will see, it appears as though we got a phony out towards the potential gain, a wick towards the potential gain. Furthermore, shockingly, or perhaps not, many individuals got totally destroyed. You can obviously see here, open revenue declined, and that implies cash was leaving the market yesterday, just pushed towards the potential gain. It was basically a phony out. Also, in addition, regardless of whether you focus on the volume right, volume is correct now actually going endlessly lower. So going with any breakout exchanges at this particular region, realizing that we are exchanging precisely at the month-to-month level of opposition, and obviously likewise at the highest point of our flat reach, as I would see it, is certainly not exactly the savviest thought, and obviously right now, Bitcoin is as yet exchanging this particular flat reach here, and we are still pleasantly regarding our standing channel. On the 2-hour time period, indeed, we are most certainly exchanging precisely at the lower part of our standing channel here. Nonetheless, we are still pleasantly regarding a vital help region. So right now we are not actually encountering as far as the Bitcoin cost here, anything madly negative. Nonetheless, recall what we were talking about a day or two ago, it seems to be the Bitcoin, indeed, currently yesterday outperformed a vital February time on 28th of January, and obviously, each and every time the February time level was hit. For instance, here we call the base Bitcoin got a push towards the potential gain on 2.618 time we call the top. We got a push towards the disadvantage here, and I would. The present moment, since we are as of now marvelous our 3 to 1 week Nachi time, we, most importantly, got pushed towards the potential gain week Nachi time, as I would like to think here, is telling us, brother, watch out. The main for Bitcoin could really be in, and we could be expecting some sort of a push toward disadvantage on the piece contain. What's more, that is solidly in the motivation behind why, as I would like to think, we can focus on the head and shoulders design. Bitcoin is correct now framing. Obviously, several days prior we were at that point referencing that Bitcoin could be framing some sort of a head and shoulders design, with the left shoulder here with the head. Furthermore, obviously, on the grounds that right now we got some sort of a push towards the potential gain, we could be saying right shoulder was created on the Bitcoin cost, and we could be focusing on some sort of a head and shoulders design. Presently, something vital I need to match at this moment. By and by, I would much prefer go with a short position roughly at the degree of opposition, perhaps right now since we are exchanging at the highest point of our even reach here. As opposed to going with a short position on the break toward drawback, when Bitcoin possibly will break our hand shores design toward disadvantage, when the neck area here at the area of $22,500 will see a break towards drawback. Later in the video we will discuss some preparation thoughts. By the by, the hypothetical objective of this cap and shoulders design, of Bitcoin, really the ocean push towards drawback, can truly be estimated from the cap here, back to the neck area. Putting the pattern line on the potential breakdown here, which is then going to be at around $21,100. Presently, this particular region, as I would like to think, it's a seriously significant level since you can obviously see it's pleasantly, roughly with our past high. So it seems as though it will be some sort of a help zone in the event that Bitcoin really does truly see a push toward drawback. Yet, previously, at the present time, we truly do discuss a bull sign of Bitcoin of some sort. Brother, much thanks. Assuming that you are at the present time, really crush the like button. Fundamentally the same as like yesterday, obviously we began shaping a bullish redirect here. Bitcoin got a push towards the finishing possibly our right shoulder and our head and shoulders design. Yet again now truly, at this moment bank joined to the CVD marker, on the 30-moment time period, what are we going to see? Yet again we are making, huge, lower here, however the piece pack is entirely again framing a critical higher lower rate serum. What's more, thus, indeed, today we are framing a bullish uniqueness on this CVD marker, and that implies we are. Yet again significantly a greater number of merchants than yesterday, yet Bitcoin is framing a higher low. So greater player is retaining all of the selling pressure coming into the market at this particular region. So notwithstanding our cost activity, thoroughly searching in a state of a hoe design, we want to recognize that we are seeing retention right now in the market here, which is a bullish Bitcoin sign. Something else we want to match here will be that we are shaping and entirely affirming tomorrow a fruitful twofold base example on the Eckler stochastic CG oscillator. Presently for the recent days here, we have been seeing an exceptionally decent twofold base example here, which is a bullish Bitcoin sign, and what you're really going to see, several days prior, 2 or 3 weeks prior, we got a twofold conceived pet, correct? Bitcoin got it pushed towards the contrary here. Furthermore, obviously another model would be some sort of a twofold base example was shaped on Bitcoin. We got to push towards something contrary to some sort. So twofold base example on the 8th years to California 60 TER is a bullish Bitcoin sign, bullish C uniqueness. Obviously, it's likewise going to be bullish Bitcoin sign. Presently, then again, one could right currently contend with me week by week time period on the. We are at the top, and generally when we are arriving at the top region here, we can anticipate a push toward drawback. On the piece involved and furthermore pretty much each and every pointer. At this moment, we in all actuality do focus on, for instance, in the event that we go with our RSA marker mainstream pointer, our MACD marker on the everyday time period, in a real sense. Each and every marker is correct, shaping a negative uniqueness of Bitcoin. Worse high points on the marker here, high on the Bitcoin cost. Lower high on the flow marker here, lower high on the MAG, the pointer. So what could you at any point right to see? A few markers are right on printing a negative dissimilarity here on an information time period. Different pointers, for instance, are Lurs correct now telling us, brother, it is a twofold conceived design, which is a bullish sign. Furthermore, in addition, this moment we are seeing likewise right to see. A few markers are right on printing a negative dissimilarity here on an information time period. Different pointers, for instance, are Lurs correct now telling us, brother, it is a twofold conceived design, which is a bullish sign. Furthermore, in addition, this moment we are seeing likewise bullish uniqueness on our CVD marker. So obviously you can see we are seeing crazy uncertainty right now on the Bitcoin cost. Furthermore, obviously, likewise we shouldn't fail to remember that we are likewise exchanging at a vital fight time. So we are seeing bullish signs on Bitcoin. We are seeing likewise a few negative signs on Bitcoin. Also, as a result of that I would essentially be extremely cautious if you could really prefer to go with a long or perhaps a short tail position. Presently, I'm as of now standing firm on a long footing from much lower from roughly $16,000 and furthermore 2 or 3 days prior at the month-to-month high term time span level. I entirely entered a short position, yet as referenced yesterday, I decreased my short position somewhat. Essentially due to the bullish divergences that we are seeing right now on the CVD marker. What's more, previously. At this moment we really do discuss the month-to-month time span on the Bitcoin diagram. Presently, on the off chance that we really do go with the month-to-month time period on Bitcoin, what could we at any point truly compose on Ocean? It certainly seems to be that. Our month-to-month candle looks very quite bullish on the grounds that for the recent weeks, and entirely for the recent months here, we haven't seen such a major green candle towards the potential gain. Toward the beginning of January, we opened at $16,400, and this moment we are seeing a crazy cost increment, and the flame here is really going to shut in the forthcoming 2 days. So what you can really see the last time we got such a major green flame, I'll truly say it was roughly the all-time high at roughly $69,000 on the Bitcontain. So as I would like to think, looking right now at the month-to-month count here, it most certainly looks exceptionally pleasant and bull. Particularly assuming we will close like that in the impending 2 days. Presently something else, and I would agree that another bullish sign, it appears as though we will close our semi-future outline, or really we previously shut our semi-future diagram at $23,260, which is somewhat higher than the area where Bitcoin is truly exchanging right now. So what could we at any point compose on scene? See me, future outline is right on somewhat more bullish here. Different markers. For instance, a THAR, stochastic, and furthermore CVD marker here is additionally bullish. However, then again, different pointers such as RSI mag, cash stream, and furthermore our example here looks sort of negative as a result obviously, this here is in a state of a cap and shoulders design. So my arrangement as of now, as a result of our ongoing uncertainty that we can currently find on the lookout, is incredibly basic. I'm remaining in my long situation from around $16,000. Here I am remaining in my short belonging from the month-to-month high stage level. I previously entered 2 or 3 days prior here, and I'm essentially playing what the market will give us. I'm generally most likely going to add something to my short position, assuming Bitcoin breaks towards drawback out of our assessing channel here with a volume increment. Nonetheless, on the off chance that we truly do see a push towards the potential gain over our past high, and we do, that the liquidity wrap of some sort, That being expressed, push towards the potential gain, open interest decline here, and afterward a response towards potential gain. I'm likewise possibly ready to likewise add something to my short situation on the piece, include on the underhand on the off chance that we really do indiscreetly proceed with higher rate here. Obviously, as referenced yesterday, our next focus, as I would like to think, ought to be in the event that there will be no liquidity hole at 24,000 US dollars, is the following high rate here at 25,200 US dollars. So by and by, uncertainty on the lookout, be extremely cautious on the off chance that you are possibly intrigued to go with a long or bank position of Bitcoin. I for one wouldn't be hoping to go with a long or purchase this particular region. I might allot preferably directly over want to see some sort of a push towards drawback snatch liquidity beneath our past low exchange. Once more the response at this particular region where individuals could get bare in light of our hand protection design. Recall my previous statement, I'm not intrigued going with a short at this area, since there is liquidity beneath our past here. I would much prefer exchange some sort of the breakdown out of the ascending channel in the event that the volume is really going to increment just a weakling drawback beneath our past burdens. Recollect there is liquidity, and on the off chance that there will be a response towards the potential gain, I would possibly be in any event hoping to go with a long or buy position here on the piece contain, and much thanks.